Good evening and a very Merry Christmas to one and all. And it's been so long since I did this live stream, I've pretty much forgotten what we were doing. So better have a quick look. We did get off to a pretty poor start. That's because I was playing in key highlights. And a Merry Christmas to you, A-Rock. How are you doing, my friend? That's because I was playing in key highlights. I had no idea what was going on. And we did then make some changes, and we've been playing in comprehensive since then. And we have somewhat recovered. I would say recovered very, very well. Because this is not a very good Newport team. Survival is the name of the game. And we're doing better than surviving. We're in 13th with 13 points at the moment. So can't complain about that. But we have very difficult fixtures coming up today. They're all difficult. We're underdogs in all of the fixtures. Chesterfield, Swindon, Cardiff. It just gets worse and worse. And looking at the squad that we have, it's not the greatest squad in the world. In fact, we probably belong in a league below this one. But we're doing okay. Focus is totally on defense, but I've changed our attacking play, the way that we're going to attack, because I feel that Opoku and Kamwa are not inside forwards, and asking them to play as inside forwards is a bit of a waste of time. I may play with these wing backs and look at playing one of them as an inside wing back, possibly filling up the midfield if necessary. Might play with that over the coming games. But we are just pretty much focused on defending, and then we're just going to play wing play and try to get our players down the flanks, hit early crosses. We've got two big boys there, and we'll just hit early crosses and see if we can score goals that way. I don't know. Any plans for Christmas? Not me. I have a feeling I might stream Christmas Day. I was just reading today that 1.5 million people actually spend Christmas alone, which is quite worrying. So I might stream Christmas Day and see if there's anybody out there. I'm pretty sure that there'll be people trawling around YouTube on Christmas Day wondering what to watch. So I've got nothing to do Christmas Day, so I might stream. The only thing that I want to do on Christmas Day is I want to watch Jaws at 9 o'clock in the evening. That's a movie I haven't seen for many, many, many years. And when I was a teenager, when it first came out, it became one of my favourite movies. So that's the only thing that I want to do for Christmas. I don't know. How about you, A-Rook? Any plans? Let's go to this game against Chesterfield. How have we lined up? I haven't even looked at the tactical meeting, but let's have a look at this tactical report. They won't play direct. Are you sure? Are you sure? Higher defensive line. I don't like that at all. Let's go to how they're expected to play. Tiki-taka. Well, a higher defensive line is not a good idea against the tiki-taka, because usually they're going to try and thread these through balls from central areas. They're also probably going to try and use the wide areas, so we're not playing with a higher defensive line. Not in your dreams, Mr. Assistant. We do need to be cautious and defensive. And staying on the feet, we can check that. If we come out of that meeting and just go to... There's two ways to check this. Let's go to the league and go to the stats. And if we go to the team stats, and then we can go to defending. It's all a lot of clicking going on here. And if we go to tackles one... Chesterfield are pretty good. We're also around about the same number. But if they're going to play possession football, we might as well check. We are actually tackling better. Are we? Where are Chesterfield here? Who are we playing? Yeah, they only win 71% of their tackles. We win 79% of our tackles. So that's the first way to check it, though. And the second way to check it would be to go and have a look at their team and just to have a look at their squad and then go to their physicals, no, their technicals, and we'll just check their tackling ability. I think we're pretty much on an even par in terms of tackling. And just have a quick look at their strength, physicals, and go and have a look at how strong they are. A couple of strong boys. One of them is not playing. Two of them are not playing, injured. I think we're on a par with them. I think we'll stay at standard. I don't think we need to be staying on our feet particularly. We want to stay in the game and try and get hold of the ball if we can. So we won't do that. I believe shooting on sight would be a good idea. Well, we're going to do early crosses. So it's interesting that they have an aerial advantage, but we can go check that as well. So we'll go to... where are we here? Let's go to the portal. Let's go to the stats again, and let's just check if they've got an aerial advantage over us. So we'll this time go to attacking and crosses completed. Cross completion percentage, they're about the same, 15%. It's not that great, 15%. Just look at general in terms of headers won. We win more headers than Chesterfield, so I don't actually believe that my assistant is correct there. So I think the way I'm set up, I'm not going to change that either. Apart from that, I think we just carry on playing the way that we play. I do want to have a look at the goal analysis. They score early. Most of their goals are scored early. And their assists pretty much from the centre, which is how a tiki-taka will play. They do concede from out wide equally as down the middle. So focusing down the flank seems to be a good idea. I think we'll go and do that. And we will change the team instruction progression to focus down both flanks. We're playing with two wingers now. Why not play down the flanks? And with that, we'll go and play the game. I don't know about a higher tempo. We'll see about that. I don't think we have the stamina to play with a higher tempo. Sounds like fun. Have you seen that Antoine Semenyo snubbed United for City? I haven't read anything about that at all. Not read anything about that at all. Going to see the family. Well, that'll be fun. And Max, how are you, Max? Yes, the internet connection is back up. So it took a while, but we are back up and running now. And I was just saying to iRock that we're probably going to be doing some streaming on Christmas Day. Why not? I don't really want to play this Newport team anymore. They are so bad. But we did win last time, so let's give them a little pat on the back as we send them out for execution. And I wonder if playing wingers might make a difference for us, going wide, playing these teams wide. Good evening, Doug. How are you doing? So just Christmas alone. I'm hoping to do a little bit of streaming, in all fairness, Doug. What about you? Hope your Christmas is going to be a good one. And I need to do this every time. I don't like this tight marking, but it doesn't seem to be doing us any harm at this point in time. Defensively, we've been a solid team, and I just hope that we can continue being defensively solid. We've got no other choice but to defend, and I'm seeing all sorts of weird things down there with the colours, but at least on the field, the colours are not causing me blindness. We do have separation in the colours on the pitch. But we've got the ball, surprisingly. And nice long ball forward. Chance. Get in, son. We have taken the lead. And we've got, I don't know what, shadow strikers, centre forwards, target forwards. I really haven't figured those out yet. Haven't really figured them out. But getting two big boys up top there does help, I think. And we have taken the lead. It's just a bit of a surprise, really. Doing great. Jaws is a great film. Yeah, I was quite surprised to see it on TV, because I remember Jaws was never up for TV. In fact, in the early days of Sky, they had Jaws 2, 3 and 4 on there, but they couldn't get Jaws 1 on there. So I was very surprised to see that the original was on TV. My neighbour said to me that he thought that it had been on TV already, but could have been because I've been away for like 20 years. It could be, chance, 1-1. So that is something I need to look at. What happened there? That was poor defending. But look at the bodies they've got forward. It's that little... That's what you get with a tiki-taka. What I might do... What I might have to do is to take off step up more. And take a chance with them hitting long shots. But our lead didn't last very long. Hair is looking really good. I think my hair needs a good cut and a good wash. Thank you for saying so. So yeah, going back to Jaws, it's the one thing that I want to do on Christmas Day. So have a look at that. That's a lovely pass over the top. Come on. Where's the support? We should be hitting these early crosses, not dilly-dallying. And that was almost in. But I'll take a 1-1 draw. I'll take a draw in all of my games, to be fair. How are you doing, football IQ? You have a football IQ of 200. That's quite amazing, actually. Not on! Had to score. Had to score. I'd have put money on Max scoring that one. It reminds me of the weekend. Somebody did that on the weekend. Who was it on the weekend who missed an absolute sitter from like just 4 yards out? That was exactly the same as that. But let's hope they've had their through ball, because you get that with a tiki-taka. It's a dreadful thing that happens. You see these little pretty little through balls, and your lines have to be right. And if your lines aren't right, you get caught with those all the time. But you also have to have a decent defence as well. And we tend to get the lines right, but we don't have a decent defence. That's nice. We do have big boys in there, and that's what I want to see. Get the ball in the box. I'm planning on starting an FM gaming channel over Christmas. I'll maybe go for an early jog, and then I'll come back for Christmas dinner and spend... Sounds like a normal Christmas day, that to me, Doug. You're planning... Oh, I thought that was going in as well. You're planning to start a gaming channel. So I take it not focusing particularly on FM, but more at playing several games. Am I picking that up from you, Doug? I want to use a shout, but I think that I don't want to upset them. They're not doing too bad. We are the away team, and we're not doing too bad. If we can just defend properly, we'll be all right. But I'm never hopeful, as you know. Because I always pick these teams who've got absolutely no chance at all. And one of these days I'm going to come on and play Manchester City or Arsenal, and just like teams that have got have got some sort of chance. Why do I pick these dreadful teams? So what we got to watch is that we don't need to leave them too much space. But I think we seem to be, this is the test now, because we're going to leave space in front, but I don't want it to be too much, which is why I've not asked the line to drop off. So that was a good test of how the tweak is functioning, and it got blocked, the shot in the end, so that's pretty good news. With FM, FC, FIFA and other games, but FM I'll be playing mainly. Well, that's good, Doug. Let me know when you're up and running, and I'll support you, and I'll even, like, if I'm enjoying it, I'll promote it for you. Just let me know. The game does stutter, Football IQ, and it's worse when you're recording it for some reason, and it's even worse when you're streaming it. I don't know why those things should affect the game, but it does. So yeah, there is a stutter in the game. Hi 176, have you got a senior affiliate? I've only got Swansea as an affiliate. I did ask them if I could have another one, and they said no. They just they say no to everything, basically. It's going to be a while before they ever say yes to me. You've got to get results on the board before they start saying yes. There's those little passes again. And now I've got to make a decision, because normally, why can't I pause? I'm not allowed to pause the game. Isn't that weird? Oi. We've got a little glitch here. Why am I not allowed to pause the game? We just have to play it through then and make our adjustments. We are 2-1 down now. We started so well, but the defence, I'm going to give them a shout, and I'm just going to absolutely berate them. It's absolutely shocking. Most of my players are loanees from Swansea, in all fairness. So the only thing I can do here is to raise the line. It's the only option that I have, is to push the line up a little bit, because those little balls are just getting in between our players, and we're being totally knackered by them. I need to find out why can't I pause the game? I need to find out who is making those passes. But until I can pause the game, that's not going to be possible now. I'll just have to be very vigilant at who's making those passes, and then we'll just have to let him know he's in a game of football. Make sure that he never does one of those passes ever again in his life. I think they were coming from this geezer who's dropping off, and he's getting into little spaces, little pockets outside the box. But all is not lost. We're still in the game, ish. So we're only 1 goal behind, but our good start has just been totally obliterated. The board just want me to avoid relegation. There's just like no expectation whatsoever, basically. They're like a typical FM board. They have no ambition whatsoever. They don't really care. They've got no money. They're totally broke. And it's tough, and I've got no players. I think I've only got 11 decent players. I say decent, 11 players who can play football. The others are just like car park attendants and trolley. They collect trolleys at Tesco for a living. I don't know what is wrong here. Maybe I'm going to have to push up. Oh, come on, that was a dive. Because they're still finding those little pockets in between my lines. Maybe I'm going to have to push up. I don't want to. But it might be the only way to stop them. I still can't pause the game. It's gone wrong here. So I'm going to push my line up, and I'm going to push up to a higher line. And just try and move away from the edge of my penalty area. See if that helps. I'm very disappointed by that lad, Braybrook. He's supposed to be a very good player coming from Swansea. Hasn't had a decent game yet. Very disappointed. 4.5 star player. Oh, God. I'm not going to be one of them content creators that start with, no, it's you're not going to get many viewers if you just do Arsenal and Man City. In fact, it's tough. It's a tough old world out there in terms of YouTube at the moment. I quit my play along because it was only getting about 40 views each video, and it's too much work just for 40 views. I'm not doing it for that. And I think there's just far too much competition out there. So at least I'm getting 100 views with the Tinkerman style of doing it. Well, you got a higher line now, and they are going to get behind us. So it's something I've had to sacrifice. I've had to play higher because I have to stop them playing here, and that's where they've got their goals, both of them. So it's a game of risk, and we have to play higher. It's a balance of risk. I'm still playing cautious. We don't have to go gung-ho yet. But it is just about, oh God. But we are also playing really badly. Like that fullback, what were you doing then? But all we need to do is get one of our big boys on the end of one of these crosses, and it'll be all square again. Got yourself a tough gig there. Yeah, it's going to be a tough gig. It all comes down to survival at the end of the day, and all I've got to do is survive. And hopefully we'll be able to do something in the transfer window. And at this point in time, all I'm looking to do, I will quite happily draw with every team and sneak the odd win. So at this point in time, like, I'm looking for 1 point per game, and we are ahead of that at the moment. I think we've got 13 points in, what was it? 13 points in 9 games, is it? Or 7 games. So at the moment, we're ahead of that game. A point a game will be just fine. Go on, hit it. Get in! It's 2-2. And like I said, I'll be happy with a draw. Oh, boy. No, you like, I've, what have I had for this stream? 19 views. I can remember just a short month ago, I was getting 500. And I think people don't like FM26. That's another problem. There's a lot of people out there who don't like FM26. And so a lot of people who used to watch FM content are not bothering now. Because they're just not playing FM26. They're still on FM24. And it's kind of sad. But, I mean, I think having reached 10K, I'm in the twilight days of my YouTube career now. I only ever wanted to get to 10k, and I've got there. I've got the screenshot now. Nobody can ever take it away from me. And he almost chipped the goalkeeper there. No one can ever take it away from me. And do I still get the same buzz out of doing YouTube? I get a buzz out of doing live streams. But do I get the same sort of buzz out of making videos? No, they're a chore now. So I think I'm coming to the end of my YouTube days anyway. The game FM26, I'm not convinced by it. And it's going to take 3 or 4 years before this game becomes a good game. Go on, son, go on. You've got players in support, you donkey. You had him on the penalty spot. You idiot. We could have taken the lead then. So, I don't know. I want to concentrate on writing at the moment. I get a big buzz out of writing. Well, not actually doing it, but completing it. Thank you, Football IQ. So writing might be what I focus on. It's going to be a big year of change for me next year as well. Go on, son. Go on, hit it. No, don't lob it. Hit it. Put your laces through it. So it's going to be a huge year of change in my life for me next year, because I'm planning to move towards the end of the year to the Philippines. I'm then going to be starting a Feed the Children campaign out there. So it's going to be massive changes in my life. So whether I have time for just doing YouTube videos, I don't know. We'll see. Good early cross, but we're not quite getting on the end of them, are we? But we are causing them problems. Oh, Jesus. What are you doing? So I think, if I can pause the game, please. I think what might be a good idea is to take off hit early crosses. We'll just go to standard for now. We don't want to completely take away hit early crosses, but we're definitely not getting on the end of them. I wonder if that glitch is going to stay with me for the whole of the evening. Well, I'm stuck with... Oh! Well, certainly since I pushed the lines up, we are the better team. Who's that? He's really tiny, that boy. Who's he? Jenkins. He's tiny. Look who he's up against. He's up against a very big boy there. How old is Jenkins? Is he like one of those I found in the playground? Is he like 11 years old? I went looking around the school playgrounds and I found a couple. He might be one of them. Go on, we are the better team now. Come on, let's get this goal that we need. Well, what's happened there? Oh, it's half-time. That's what's happened. Now, can I have... I'm not going to... I'm going to say we've been the better team here. And we have. Let's just say you weren't that bad. You were terrible earlier, but we're 2-2 now. I don't think I want to make too many changes, actually. I think as we are in control now, and if I remember, they don't score too many goals after the first 15 minutes. So as we're pushed up, let's go a little bit more attacking. Maybe we'll just start with balanced. Throw some bodies up there. Camois came in and scored the goal, didn't he? So could keep the defence solid. So let's see what happens in the second half. I don't really need to change anything too much. But there you go. You see, they're going to get behind us. That's the big problem with the higher line. We don't have the pace in order to... Definitely going to start from rock bottom. No trophies, an empty cabinet. I think my advice to you, Doug, would be try to find something different. present it in a different way. And also, people, I would tell you now, people are not interested in watch-alongs. What they want to see at the moment is rebuilds, 5 seasons in one episode. So it's like, try and find something a little different rather than just doing what everybody else is doing. That would be my advice to you. Football IQ, I agree with you. Editing is not much fun. It used to be fun, but as you get busier, and I'm very, very busy at the moment with writing and all sorts of other things, it becomes like once you put time as a pressure on it, then it becomes like today I was making so many errors because of time pressure. I had to get a video done for tomorrow, which now is done and scheduled. But that was because I was so busy yesterday. I didn't really have time to work on it yesterday. So once you put yourself under time pressure, it's not fun anymore. And that's what happened to me today. We shall see, Doug. I mean, I would not recommend having hair like mine, but if you do start, let me know and I will come and have a look and I'll help you out as much as I can. Why not? Go on, go on. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. Should I go just at a little bit of a higher tempo? Am I already playing at a high tempo? Yeah, I am. So that's not an option. And maybe that's why we're not getting the goals. Oh, but actually, no, we're creating good chances, and it's only going to take one of them to go in. If we can win this, this will be like a dream start. We haven't had the possession. I don't expect us to. They're a better team than we are. It does worry me that we've had to push the lines up. This is a problem. They will get behind us. We've got a full back out of position there already. And there's that. That's what you get when you see a team that play with a tiki-taka. You've really got to watch this area here. It's you'll see those little through passes that they put through. I haven't seen a team score more than 2 of them in a game, but this team looks pretty good at it. It's probably too short. When I was younger, you wouldn't believe my hairstyles when I was younger. I was a teenager in the 70s. It was experimentation time then. We were doing all sorts of stuff, perms and everything. No, what have I see, I still can't. That's gone, that button. What is my... I'm going to do work the ball into the box. But I need to stop the game while I do this. Where is it? Shots from distance we'll discourage. And we'll keep that other one at standard. They are taking a lot of shots from distance, and I didn't realise that was on standard. Because, I mean, if we can just get that shots on target figure up a little bit, we can win this game. It might be time to get some of these tired bods off the pitch. I can't pause, can I? This is bad. All right, okay. This is really bad. He's apprehensive, so he can come off anyway. So Evans, let's change both full-backs. We don't want a wing-back. We'll have a full-back. And DM is tired. Do I have a DM on the bench? Baker. Actually, Brennan can come and do that job. Or Baker. Baker probably better. I need to pause the game, FM. And then, up front, so Baker Richardson. So we will bring on Spellman to play up front. And Kamwa is tired. God, never done this quick. So Garner, this is a problem, isn't it now? Okay, let's just do those 4. I'm lost without that pause button. This is crazy. Kamwa, I don't think I can do anything because Garner can't play out wide. Spellman can play out wide. Garner could go up front. So that is something I could think about doing. So Garner could go up front. Spellman can go out wide. Kamwa, who's tired, can then come off, and Lloyd can come in here. That means out of possession, I've got to switch those over. Spellman comes back here. That will do that. That's the fastest I've ever done my subs. But we're still in this. We are still 2-2. I'll say hats off to the boys, for this will be a splendid result away from home, 2-2. 3-2 would be even better. It used to look like Henry. Who on earth is Henry Cale? I don't know. I did. Who was it? I did once get mistaken for Trevor Eve. You guys probably won't remember Trevor Eve. It was a TV show, TV detective called Shoestring, I think. And I did look like Trevor Eve. Somebody in this world thinks they've got Trevor Eve's autograph, which I was quite happy to give them. Well, I didn't want to let them down. They thought they'd met Trevor Eve. I didn't want to let them down, bless them. So somebody thinks they've got Trevor Eve's autograph. He did the Superman movie, did he? People have often told me that I look like Bobby Robson. I don't know why they say that, but a few people have said that. Which I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Come on, boys, we got this. We can win this. Believe in yourselves. Should I encourage them? Go on, believe. Let's give them a shout. Let's encourage them. Go on. You've got this. Nice pass. We're in. Virgin. Is he offside? It's given. We have beaten them. Have we beaten them? What a header that was from Lloyd. What a substitution. What a manager. We have come back from 2-1 down. And I don't know how I am getting these results. We haven't won this yet. Should I come back into a balanced, cautious mentality now, or just like try and see it out? I really think I need to be cautious now to try and hold on to things. It's too early to really put the baton down the hatches. And there's that little pass again. See that? That's tiki-taka stuff. And Chesterfield are very good at it. Who is this boy? Not you, Baker. Who's that? Markanday. I can't pause, can I? So I'm going to go and have a look at who this Markanday is. Oh, tons of that. He is supposed to be type marked and closed down. It could be time. Yeah, waste time. It's my assistant saying let's batten down the hatches. And it could be time to go and do that. So let's go to team instructions. In possession, we want to slow. Where is that gone? Where's it? See, when you're trying to do this, I'm out of possession. That's why. Slow it down. Short passing. Go a little bit narrower. Doesn't matter about all of this. Time wasting is the key. Out of possession. I don't think we're going to alter the lines at all now. We're going to keep playing. Oh, I thought we'd scored another one. It's really about slowing it down now. But my line is very high, and they could break that line. But since I pushed the line higher, we've played better, and I don't want to stop that. So I'm taking a chance, because they're going to throw bodies up the field for sure. But if we can get another one, Spellman into the box, son. Nice cross. Oh. He's a good manager. People who've met him speak about how much of a nice man he was. I mean, I remember Bobby Robson, Ipswich manager, England manager. Oh, gosh, I was young when he was managing. Yep, rest in peace. I do believe that he was a very pleasant fellow. In all fairness, he wasn't one of those arrogant people. He was a very nice person, so I'm told. So, yeah, you're quite right about that. I like Bobby Robson, got a lot of stick. He was, in a sense, he was similar to me, because he was one of those managers who wanted to be defensively responsible. And I am one of those managers. I am definitely not a Kevin Keegan type who doesn't care an iota about defending. Just go and attack. Everything I do, if you notice, ever since I've been doing YouTube, has been built on defense. And I always believe that if you defend well, it's going to be very difficult for teams to beat you. And you can always score. And so everything I do is built on having a solid defense. And once again, we haven't been brilliant in defense, but we figured out it was the lines that were the problem. It took a little while, but once we figured out the lines were a problem, we've done really well. I've been having kittens because by having a higher line, they've got behind us once or twice. And that is the danger always. It's a very dangerous thing to let the opposition get behind your fullbacks in real football and in FM, and more in FM. But we've defended it pretty well, I'd say. Now I think we just need to see this game out. I might go defensive, actually. Let's go defensive. Still can't use the pause button. He really is he's going to get booked in a minute, isn't he? He's like taking forever. Well done, Sam. Nice little short passing now. That's all we need to do. No panic. Just find a little pass. There you go. Nice. Oh, not a good pass. But just less than a minute to go. Can we just hold on now? Oh, I'm sure I should have dropped the line. Pretty sure I should have dropped the line. In fact, I'm going to do that. Because I can see there's a ball going over the top. So I'm going to drop the line back a little bit. And just try and hold on now. There's 15 seconds to go. Go on, boys. Go on. This will be an amazing win. Chesterfield, who are 5th in the table. Oh, I thought we'd given it away there. But that's it. That's got to be it now, referee. That's it. Full time. What's my goalkeeper doing? What happened there? Was that a free kick for offside or something? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that was. When I start doing FM, you'll probably see me concede a lot. You like more attacking. That was built on defending. Everything in this Newport save is built on defence. If this team doesn't defend well, we've got no chance. But now we've just won again. And we didn't defend well for the first 20 minutes. But once we sorted the lines out, we have done extremely well. I'll take that. And we could be jumping up the table here. We're in 11th now. I thought we might be higher up, but we're only 6 points behind the top team. And what I need to do is click this immediately, because that will run away with itself. So well done to the boys. Oh, it's an excellent victory. And in fact, it doesn't matter now for the rest of the episode. If we don't win any of the games in the rest of the episode, it doesn't matter, because we'll still be on course for a point a game. But we have to play Swindon next. I don't know where Swindon are. Don't think it matters too much, because they're going to be better than us. So I think we got to give ourselves a shout against Swindon. And just hope they're not going to be playing a tiki-taka. When is the next fixture? It's going to be a week's time, so we don't have to rest them. But we've done very, very well there. I've actually surprised myself. Has old Lloydie forced himself into the team? Because fair play to Lloyd. I think he had something to do with what went on, did he? Yeah, he laid on the... Yeah, that was that good header. Really sharp header. That was really cool. In fact, was that? I think that was that sharp header that just before the ball was zipped into the box, wasn't it? And then he just nodded it down. I don't know how. I don't think this is it, is it? Could be. Is this it? Might be. Oh, yeah, it is. That was a good header. That was a very good header. So, fair play to him. I want to know if I've got my pause button back. So we're home to Swindon. Not in the greatest of form. I just don't want them to be playing a tiki-taka. So Swindon... Probably this is the kind of team who will beat us. Just don't want them playing a tiki-taka. Tiki-taka is awful to play against. Chesterfield did it very well. Those little through balls are deadly. Recruitment. I haven't got any money. What I want to do is look, where are we? September. I want to off camera, I'll have a look for contracts. Get them to look for contracts expiring in 3 months. See if there's anything available. Kevin Keegan was also a good manager as well. I just thought he was a little gung-ho, but that's my way of thinking about defending. The defending is so important, but he didn't seem to think defending was important at all. It was entertaining, I'll give you that. Yeah, but then there's nothing I can do about it because of the lack of players that I have. They're getting time. McDonald, Sean McDonald, who is he? He's a goalkeeper. I haven't got any money to offer him a new contract. He's a good backup goalkeeper. We've got 2 decent goalkeepers. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Let's just go to there. So they're going to play wing play. That's a little bit easier to deal with. That is something that we can deal with. Because they're not going to be a threat from here. They're just going to be a threat out wide. So that is something we can deal with quite easily. And just have a quick look at this. We'll go to goal analysis, assists, 1 corner. And they concede corners and free kicks. Interesting, but let's just check it out. Why can't I go to Swindon from there? Oh, I can go from the badge though, can I? But I want to get to here. And let's just check out. Let's just check out goals from corners. 1 in 10 is not great. Goals from direct free kicks, 0. Goals from indirect free kicks, 0. Let's go to defending. Conceded from indirect free kicks. Well, that's me. Oh, no, it isn't. What am I looking for? Swindon, not very good at indirect free kicks. Swindon, where are they? Conceded 0 from direct free kicks. We're not very good at them as well. And from corners, Swindon 2. So I would say, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I think match preparation wise, we should be doing attacking corners and we should be doing attacking free kicks. I don't think they pose a threat to us from free kicks, but they certainly concede from them. Didn't think Keegan was a tactical manager, more of a motivator. Yeah, absolutely, Frank. I think his I don't think he would have claimed to be a tactical manager. And this doesn't work either. I wonder if after the update it does work. So Shepherd, Baker, Jenkins, Glennon. Oh, it has worked. Well, that's good. That's been fixed then, has it? It's just not showing that it's updated. Lloyd has forced his way in, has he? And Garner. I don't disagree with that, to be fair. Lloyd and Garner. But now I have to reset the bench. Dubrovsky can come onto the bench there. Then I have... Who's Clark? Who's Clark? Looks like a decent centre-back to me, Clark. To have on the bench. Probably I'm going to give him a game instead of Baker. Baker's better as a midfielder. So then we can have Baker... Antwi. Let's put Antwi on the bench. Okay, why won't he go on the bench? Antwi. Baker, Richards and Woodward. Okay, we'll go with that. So it's a slightly rotated side, but I did think that Lloyd possibly deserved his chance in there after that marvellous assist. Don't bother with that. They will get up to speed if needed. Bibby set to sign for Newport. So he is under 18s manager, and he's just unsuited to everything. Actually, he's not bad. He's competent, so he's not bad. I mean, let's be fair. He's competent, and that's pretty much what we can afford here at Newport. Competent. Reindorf. I gave him opportunities in pre-season, but he just wasn't stepping up to the plate, and I'm guessing his composure is poor. Finishing isn't great, but his composure is even worse, and I'm guessing that's why. I did give him a chance, but he's not quite ready yet. Baker has signed a new contract. Oh, here we are, the tactical tweaker. So as they're going to play wing play, what I would suggest is that we stay doing what we're doing. I think we don't need to step up more. We can leave that at balance for now. We're probably going to have to drop off more. Tackling, we'll leave it at standard. Wing play should be easy to deal with. We've just got to just stop them from crossing. We'll start with this. We'll start hitting early crosses as well. I don't want them shooting from distance though. Both flanks again. And that seems okay. Now, once you've set it to how you want it, then go to the tactical advice meeting and have a fight with your assistant. Okay, so he's not doing anything with the mentality. What did you notice what mentality I was set at? Is it balanced? No, cautious. He's happy for me to sit in cautious mentality. We have a speed advantage. Okay, we need to check that. Our attackers are quicker than their defenders. It wouldn't surprise me. But let's just go and check. Let's just go and check the... It's not Chesterfield, is it? We're not playing them this time. It's Swindon. We'll go and check their speed. And physical to begin with. And their acceleration. See, I don't see them as being that bad for this league. Acceleration is good. Pace is good. Looking at their defenders, I don't see us having a speed advantage. I think 11 central defender, 12. I see my assistant is lying to me again. I don't see us having a speed advantage, and so I'm not going to ask the team to dribble more, which is what he wants me to do. So we will ignore that one. Opposition aren't a crossing threat. They play wing play. What are you talking about? So we definitely need to check that out. Goals scored. They've scored 2 from wide positions for assists. He might be right, but they do concede goals from the flanks. So this is quite interesting. They play wing play, and they're not very good at crossing. Now, I'm not going to be too happy with that. I'm going to go and check this out. I want to go and see their cross completion numbers. This doesn't make any sense. So let's just check a few things. So let's just check headers 1 ratio to begin with. I'm looking for Swindon. They're actually the same as us, so not brilliant, but not bad. They're mid-table, not bad. So the actual headers 1, they should be winning a lot of headers. If a team that plays wing play, the number should be high, and it is high. 32 headers, 1 per game. That's very good. But what I'm really interested in is their cross completion. If I can find it. There it is. Cross completion is pretty poor for a team that play wing play. And that makes me think, has he got this wrong? Are they actually going to play wing play? Or has my scout who's done the report got this wrong? Because for a team that play wing play, they are not very good at crossing. And the whole thing doesn't make much sense to me. Do you think you can affect games now since the updates? I think Franks, I always felt out of control when I play key highlights, and when I don't, when I'm not watching the match. Key highlights is just like watching match of the day. They just pick the things that people want to see. So you can't react. You don't have time to react. When you're playing in comprehensive, I like full match most. You've got time to react to things. You see things. I saw something. I saw that in that last game that they would get threading those little passes. And I knew I had to react to that. I at first didn't quite know what to do, which is why we went 2-1 down. But then I realised that I've got to get them away from my penalty area because that's where it was all happening. So you have time to react. And then we went and won the game. So if I'd have been watching that in key highlights, I'd have lost that game. So, yeah, I think I've said in one of my videos recently that I think FM26 actually is better at giving you an idea of how the opposition are playing. It makes it, FM26 is easier than FM24 to read the game when you are watching it visually. So yeah, I think that has been an improvement for me. So I kind of asked the question, is FM26 going to make us better managers? Because if you look at the game visually, you can see what's happening. And not so much in that last game, but we did alter based on what I was seeing. But in other games, I've been able to see where teams are defending, whether they've got a low block, whether they've got a very low line. It's much easier to see it than it was in FM24. So I think that's got better, to answer the question. Which team do you think I should pick to manage in FM to rebuild in 5 seasons? Oh, so many. Depends. Do you want to stay in England? Do you want to go outside England? So many Italian clubs, Spanish clubs. Even like thinking Benfica would be such a good one to do. Teams that are not quite at it anymore. So many that you could do. Hi, James. How you doing, my friend? Drinking tonight a very local beer to me. 45 minutes away, called the Bishop Nick. I don't generally drink IPA, but will sometimes. Well, enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy. So I don't know. I'm a bit confused now as to whether they are going to play wing play. I just don't get it. I've never come across a team play wing play that are really bad at crossing. What that might mean, though, is that their wingers might cut inside. We should absolutely consider using a mid-block. I am using a mid-block. What are you talking about? And try to assert ourselves and force them into the mistakes in possession. I can't tell that at the moment, but I'm going to play in a mid-block. They play direct. I mean, this is quite difficult to fathom out. I'm going to play more direct passing. And they're going to sit in a mid-block. They are not going to play with a high press. So they're not going to force turnovers. One of these scouts has got it all wrong. Focusing our attacking play down the left side as they concede a high number of chances. Well, we can check that out quite easy. Down our right side. I want to go down our right side. But I think, given the amount of through balls, I think we just stay balanced. It's not big enough a gap to have an aerial advantage. I'm not sure we'll see. I'm not sure that they do. We'll check that as well. But I think we'll just stay with a focus down both flanks. And aerial advantage. Do they, by damn? Let's go to their squad. Jumping reach. Oh, they do. They do have an aerial advantage. So he may be onto something there. So we might want to take that off. We may well want to take that off. So let's leave it. Let's work the ball into the box. Let's try that. That's going to slow the game down. But we'll try it. I don't feel very confident about this one because one of these scouts has got something horribly wrong. We will need to be vigilant early on. And that's another thing I need to check out. Because they score goals early on. They don't score many as the game goes on. We tend to score pretty much, apart from this time, 16 to 30, we score pretty much goals across all times. So they start well, so cautious it's got to be. And then we'll figure it out from there. We just have to watch to see what kind of system they're playing. But one of the scouts has got it horribly wrong. I'm happy with that team. Okay, we can't have one of these lone players has to be dropped. So let's bring Spellman onto the bench for a Woodward. And now we should be... I wonder if I've got a pause. Huh? The match squad must have no more than 5 lone players. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got 6, have I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 5. What are they talking about? Now I can go. Weird. Now, question is, do I have my pause button? Going to be a very interesting Friday. Yep, Man United Newcastle game, James. But we've lost Bruno Fernandes, which is a problem. I think Newcastle will probably win because we've just got too many players missing now. So I do fancy Newcastle, unless Cunha has the game of his life. I fancy Newcastle to win that one, to be fair. So let's go on. Give it our best, lads. I really need to watch what's going on here. And This is one of those games you should go into full highlights, full match, because you just don't know how they're going to play. So we're looking at one going very, very wide. It looks like they've got playing with 3 at the back. The wing backs are going to provide, so we want to check. Yeah. So he's got to be marking the wing back right. And then the other one, he's got to be marking wing back left. We don't want to be giving those wing backs freedom of the pitch. I am a bit concerned about them not being able to cross, and it's probably because the wing backs are providing the width for this wing play style. So we might be okay here. Just have a lower line. And we may need to just step up if they're going to play in front of us as a result. We may need just to step up. I'm not quite sure what I've got it set at the moment, but let's see what happens. So we'll go instructions, out of possession. We've got a lower line, just balanced at the moment. We may need to step up, because they do have 2 or 3 players that are going to be playing in front of my defence. So we may need to step up to try to stop them putting things together on the edge of the box. Fancy Man United because Newcastle can't win away. It's going to be interesting. Depends on how much turkey they've stuffed down as well on Christmas Day, because they're getting Christmas Day with their families. I'm pretty sure they're on a strict diet. And the old days they weren't. they you used to see players struggling playing Boxing Day games, especially rugby players. I used to go to watch Boxing Day rugby. It was fun. And then did I watch Newcastle Chelsea? Yes, I did. It was a brilliant game. Certainly a game of 2 halves. And I mean, it's hard to explain what happened at halftime. It's really hard to explain. I really don't know what happened at halftime. Newcastle were coasting it. Now, either the manager got hold of those Chelsea players and just threw the water bottle a bit, because they were lethargic and poor in the first half, but they came out a different team. And I don't think, looking at it, he made any tactical tweak as such. So I think they had a rocket. That was the problem. And they came out a different team. They were a little bit more aggressive in the second half. I just thought it was a great game. Yeah, the penalty... There's been like dodgy penalties for a while in football, and they've overcomplicated things way too much. And now it's really hard to tell what's a penalty and what's not. Simply because they've altered the rules so much that it has become impossible to tell what's a penalty. And this looks to me like more like control possession that they're playing. The wing-backs are certainly providing width, but it's not like wing play. It looks more like control possession. One of my scouts did get it wrong. And I think if they're going to play in this way. Do I have my pause button back? I do. Then what we should be doing is certainly lifting the line up. I'm going to go with a higher line. And if they're going to play control possession, we're going to play in a high press. But I need to possibly just get them to drop off if we're going to play with a high line. Because I think they are playing more like a control possession rather than wing play. Certainly the wing backs are giving them width. You can see the width the wing backs are giving them. But that isn't wing play. And the way they're passing it around is control possession. Oh, come on, referee. That's a sending off offence. Newcastle just can't seem to hold on to a lead. I mean, I don't know what happened to Chelsea. I mean, I don't think it was Newcastle particularly. But Chelsea came out a different team. And I think there was an attack. I couldn't see that tactically they were playing any differently. I thought we'd scored them. That Chelsea were playing any differently. But certainly they were much more aggressive when they came out. And I think they had a talking to be fair. The manager got hold of them. Told them, if you don't get something out of this game, don't get on the bus to come back. Oh, that was interesting. I think we're playing better now that we've switched this to playing down the flanks with wingers. Callum most of the time was end when it got to draw. If anyone was clinical goal, it would have gone the either way. It was a good game, though. I mean, the Premier League does throw up good games sometimes, and let's hope that United Newcastle is a good game. And for me, that's all I ask for from football these days. I don't even mind if United lose. If it's a good game, I don't mind. And I watched United lose 2-1 against Villa. We were the better team. By far the better team. But unfortunately, Morgan Rogers had a brilliant day. He was helped by our defence. But those were two lovely strikes. You can't take those away from him. So fair play to them. And it was a good game of football. I enjoyed it. So I just enjoy good football. Let's hope Newcastle United's a good game. And since I made the changes, we've started to dominate this game. I knew one of my coaches, or scouts, should I say, had got it wrong. My goalkeeper, my lord. So I think that we have sorted that out, because control possession, they can't be that good at playing control possession. No way. Although they're going to prove me wrong now. I mean, that's pretty much a direct ball. But the defence has held. I don't think they've got the pace to go outside and get behind defenders. I might be wrong, but I'm not seeing it yet. Definitely not seeing it yet. I want to... It's twice that's happened. We've tried that through ball to no avail. So I'm going to slow the pace down a little bit. I think my players are getting a little bit excited. Just slow down a little bit, boys. Good tackle. Good tackle. Now we can go forward. Nice passing. Well, not from there. Oh, I don't think he's got a shot on him, this boy. He's not playing very well anyway. Finishing 8, long shots 8. I'm pretty sure that he's told not to shoot. No, he's not, so let's take him off that. Again, good block. They're definitely not getting behind us, and we are stopping them taking bot shots from here, so we're doing all right. I still think Swindon are a better team than we are. They're all better teams than we are. We're having to scrape for every point. Nicely done. Launch. I've told them to take it easy with the passing now, haven't I? Referee, that was a foul. Come on. I might have to take them on in midfield as well. Oh, here's a goal. Oh, good save. That's the line being a little bit too high. And this is definitely control possession they are playing. These little interpassing things they're doing. It's not wing play. Oh, I haven't seen them causing me any problems down the flanks, but they're causing me little problems in here. Causing me a lot of problems at the moment. But catch them on the break. Come on. Come on, boys. You got this. Nice pass now. Lloydie into the box. Have I got dribbling off? Did I take dribbling off? They're losing the ball quite a lot. Hanging on to it too much. Where's dribbling? Let's discourage dribbling. Just get it into the box. That's all we need. That'll do. I think it's very dangerous for you to play a 17-year-old against a very strong attack. Yeah, we don't think we have much choice, to be honest, James. Given the number of players missing. Oh, that looked like it was heading in. What a save. And I think that Newcastle, that's right, I think Newcastle will be too good for us. I think they played 2 17-year-olds came on the weekend. We just have got too many players missing. And defensively, we're in a right mess. That's a good tackle. Well, he's given a foul, is he? So defensively, we're in a right mess. We don't have a first-choice defence out there, apart from Delict. The other two are missing. Possibly, Doug. And so, in all fairness, I think Newcastle will win. I just hope it's a good game. United give a good account of themselves. But it is a tough game, because the thing about Newcastle that I like is the tempo that they play at. They play, if it was FM, they are playing at a much higher tempo, much higher than anybody else. And they certainly don't hang about. Get in! Get in! What a manager. We've managed this one as well, have we? But we've been in front before. But it's a good start. Yeah, he was onside. Got behind them. That's what we want to do. 1-0. So, I forgot what I was saying then. But I just hope it's a good game. Good evening, Flappy Dingo. How are you doing? And I'll be happy, win or lose, as long as I'm entertained. As long as the players earn their money, I'll be happy. I know United are going to be poor at the moment, and for United, it's a case of hanging on for a month until their players come back. And what is going on here? The same as it is with me with Newport. It's like hanging on for a year with Newport and seeing what we can salvage from all this mess. So yeah, if they can just pick up a few points, half a dozen points, I'll be happy. If United pick up 6 points in January, I think I want to get stuck in, I think we're making it far too easy for this bunch. So I'm going to go and get stuck in. I think we need to start winning the ball. They keep taking the ball off us, and we don't seem to be resisting too much. We do have some tired players out here. And we're not even at half-time yet. Need to keep an eye on that. Braybrook doesn't last games very well. But there again, we are a goal up again. Where does that put us in the league? Huh? Up to 5th, would you believe? Keep working hard. You weren't that bad. Keep going. I wonder why the defence always gets told you weren't that bad, but the other ones, the middle one is keep going, you have the ability. Why is the defence always you weren't that bad? I often wonder about that one. I don't need to change anything, we're doing really well. It's not perfect, but we are playing in a cautious mentality. It's the strangest built-up I've ever seen in football. Which one was that, Doug? I don't think they will finish top 4 either, Flappy, to be honest. I think you're absolutely right. We don't do never press, so we don't want that on. Just spotted that. We don't need that on. Never press. You've got to put pressure on all the players, even if it's just a little bit. Apparently we are looking good on the pitch and on the scoreboard. But I think my assistant's been drinking, because I don't think that we look that good on either the pitch or on the scoreboard. So I think he's been on the old sauce before Christmas, my assistant. But if we can get another goal here, not from that kind of... Also, a little bit will send for you. There is no chance of Botman returning. I still think Newcastle have got a stronger team, whatever you say, James. I think you're just like covering your back in case it goes wrong. But I can't see United hurting Newcastle at all. I think United don't deal very well with teams who play with high tempo. And by half-time, I think the game will probably be pretty much over. If not on the scoreboard, we'll know who's going to win. Newcastle will come out at high speed and look to exploit United's back three. That's one thing for sure. So I think, for me it's Newcastle. Khalid, man, how are you? Finished the house move. So everything is done. I hate moving. It's absolutely dreadful moving. And I've had to move to different countries so often. It's horrid. It's a horrid thing to do. So I do understand how you're feeling. But at least it's done now, Khalid. At least it's done. And I have two very tired players, both in midfield. And for once, Braybook is having a half-decent game, but we have to deal with that, I think. And Canois, they're getting tired because they are playing so many games because we haven't got any backup for them. Well, it looks like Antwi is going to get a chance to play. And Baker's going to come in here. Keep going, boys. Keep going. Have they gone a little bit more Oh, just saying, have they gone a little bit more direct? Oi, what's going on here? What's happened with my subs? What are they doing? That you can't legislate for that. It was a poor ball out. But you just can't legislate for this. This long punt. Looping header from the edge of the box. And a poor goalkeeper. You can't manage for that. And I don't know what's going on here. My players have gone loopy. That was not what I was wanting, but I'm just wondering, have they gone more direct? And I was thinking that before they scored. It's one of the things I find that I usually do spot it just a few seconds too late. So I think we have to drop the lines back now. Absolutely certain of it. So that we're going to do that. Now we have to come back. We're going to go into a low block now with a low line. We're going to step up more. And I'm going to take that off because it might be what's causing a problem. And I'm going to lower the tempo because we're getting tired. Not much wider. We're going to go standard. Okay, let's try that. Let's try and keep the ball for a little while. I actually don't mind a draw. I'll take a draw. Like I said at the beginning, I'll take a draw against all of them. We are so bad. Evening, Paul. How are you doing? United used to scare teams, lethal strikers, strong defenders. I mean, especially the wingers. That's Giggs and Beckham used to scare teams to death. And it was also, United played at a tempo similar to what Newcastle play now. And that used to scare teams to death as well. Perfectly correct in your assessment there, Khalid. Now United players can't do that anymore. They're just not good enough to do that. They haven't got the stamina to do it, for one thing. They've tried doing that, they'd be worn out in 20 minutes. Go on, go on. Unlucky, unlucky. What's really interesting is that they are also packing their defence. So I'm right, they've gone more direct now. They're not playing this control possession anymore. They're packing their defence now. That looked like a handball to me, Sunshine. And there's this direct play now. And the line, hopefully sitting back, should be good enough to deal with it. I believe I've got one of these. No, they're both fullbacks, so that should be okay. We just got to make sure they don't score from outside the box. That we should be able to deal with. They changed their shape as well. They changed their shape. No, they're still playing 3 at the back. No, there's no point in specific marking. They just can't do it. Referee, send him off. We're still in this. I'm just looking at these players who are really tired. Clark's tired. Both centre-backs are really tired. Lloyd is having a dreadful game, as is Opoku. I can't really take them off for having poor games either, because I've got tired players. He's dribbling too much, isn't he? Opoku. Not much I can do while he's a winger. I don't want to change that. I might actually change them, because I haven't seen us causing them many problems from out wide. So I think we'll do that. The old tinkerer. I love tinkering. So we're going to make these inside forwards. Both of them. I'm going to tell both of them then to dribble less. Pass the ball. That's what I want you to do. Pass the ball. Your top goal scorers in AFCON at the moment. Yeah, I know. We've got like, is it 4 players away at AFCON? And then we've got, what else? We've got so many players injured, and we've now got Bruno. Got half the defence is injured. Bruno's now injured, struggling to put a team out. Good save, goalkeeper. Has made up for that absolute dreadful error he made earlier. Why are these two struggling? Because they haven't played for a while, probably. What happens if you click that button? Ooh. You get your subs. That's a good ball. Go on now, Spellman. You should be fit as a fiddle. But I don't want you to run with it. Pass it. Pass it. Penalty, ref! That's got to be a penalty. Okay, Khaled. And thanks for popping. That was a penalty, ref. Thank you for coming along, Caliman, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks for popping in. That was a penalty. It was inside the box. What happened there? I'd like to see a replay of that. Well, we're not doing bad. I wonder if I need... But now that I've dropped the lines, I probably don't want to go more positive. Probably missed that boat. Oh, well done, goalkeeper. This is like direct counter-attack that they're playing. This is definitely not wing play, which is what I was told. They're not looking to get behind my defence at all. In fact, it's direct counter-attack, isn't it? Good block again. I don't quite know what to do. Lloyd and Opoku. Well done, goalkeeper. He's... let's make him an attacking mid. I don't know. Can you guys see anything? What am I missing? Why am I not in control of this? I'm never... Oh, another one. I'm never going to be in control of games totally. But I'm missing something, surely. This is your moment, Antwi. You wanted to play. Oh. We've had chances. Very interesting situation at the moment. I'm picking two teams that promoted to stay up to usual stays in the Premier League are going down this season. Sunderland are definitely not going down. Leeds, I fancy Leeds will stay up. Oh. Who was the other one to come up? Burnley. I fancy Burnley are definitely not safe. So it might only be one that goes down. I hope Leeds stay up. They've done really well. They've played really good football, Leeds. And if what I'm seeing is true, that Calvert-Lewin suddenly found himself again, then I think they definitely will stay up. I mean, he will stop scoring at some point, but when is that point? And that was very poor. Who was that? Antwi. Very, very poor. Holding on to the ball like that when he was being surrounded, and he's made another error. All right, these two, Opoku and Lloyd, have got to come off. They've had enough chances now. Oh, he's already... I actually don't have anyone who could come on. This was poor substitute benching from me. Garner can come down instead of Lloyd. And where's he gone? Baker Richardson can come on up top. Garner's not going to like that very much. He's not going to like any of that. Let's make him a central outlet. Opoku can come back. It's him I need to take off, but I can't do anything about it. So he's going to have to suffer. Make him a tracking. And then up when he's in possession, don't know what else to do. Put him back as a winger. I've got one more sub that I can make. Glennon is poor. Dubrovsky, young boy from Swansea. Oh God, yeah, Paul. That was just like one. It was going through a phase of like one nightmare after another, but finally that's hopefully over. At least for Christmas, anyway. There's still lots of works that need to be done here, but at least we'll get some time now between Christmas and the New Year, where there's not any drilling or whatever going on. And what's that? What he got fouled. I don't like this referee very much. This referee, I think, is biased. We don't want a red card. I think, yeah, I mean, you've got to look at teams like West Ham. They've got very, very good players, and you've got to suspect that they're going to put enough points together to survive. You get other teams like Wolves, they're not the team that they were last season. Are they good enough to survive? No, I don't think so. They don't have any class players left. The players are all gone. Right, I think we have a problem with the press. Because they are just taking the piss out of us. So we'll come down off the press. You can shoot from there, I don't mind that. We have some very tired players though, and I think it's because we're pressing too hard. I'll be surprised if we manage to hold on to this. It's time to try to hold on. We have to step up more in case they try something from long distance. I'm going to get stuck in again. And let's trap them outside. They haven't been great with crossing. And then we just want to slow everything down. And then let's go shorter, lower, narrower. More time wasting. Keep that off. We don't need to do that. It hasn't worked. And we don't need to do that either. Okay, let's just try and slow everything down and hang on. I might even go defensive. Let's go defensive as well. A good point it'll be against Swindon. I'll take that. Offside, ref. Offside. Just goes to show I can't rotate this team at all. We took a couple of players out there and we were absolutely shocking. Oh, what a chance. What a chance that was. And I'm not quite sure how it stayed out. What happened? He was a yard out. He just had it there on a plate. I'm not even sure how that stayed out. It had to go in. We got caught with that dodgy little header, didn't we? We were doing okay, and it was just that I didn't spot they'd gone more direct. I didn't spot it in time. I was just about to say I think they've gone a bit more direct when they hit that direct ball, and it just bounced off his head and went in. Got caught with that. That's it, but we'll take a point. A point is a very, very good result, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Perfectly happy. The board won't be happy. If we look at the numbers, we should have won that. I'm not sure that that's true. Yeah, we get it. I'd call that a result. Well done, boys. You didn't play well, but we got a result. Stop. Honours even at Rodney Parade. When's the next one? So 1 win, 1 draw today. Cardiff, I don't want to be in the Virtu Trophy. And we haven't got much chance against them. They're, what are they, League One? Yeah. We haven't got it. We've beaten 2 League One teams, though, in this trophy. Who's to say that we can't beat another one? Who's to say we can't beat another one? Cardiff. Tiki-taka. Oh, God. My worst. Shoot less from distance. I have a funny feeling I know how to deal with this. So if we... play shorter, higher tempo with a standard tempo. Discourage the dribbling because they're going to be better than us. And we want to hit early crosses. Discourage shots from... Okay, so that will be what we do. Out of possession, lower line, and step up more. Because if they don't want to take shots from in front of me, the lower line will stop them going behind, and then they can have shots from outside the box, and they don't want to do that. Trigger press as it is. Might do hard tackling, I don't know, we'll see on the tactical instructions. I think that is how we play against Cardiff. Match preparation, corners, defending corners, I don't know. Goals. None, one from a free kick, none from corners. One from a free kick, 2 from distance. 1 from a corner, 0 from free kicks. So they're not great at corners or free kicks. We can focus on attacking. But they do give away goals. So we should attacking corners and attacking free kicks. Javelin, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Thinker and Mr. Ranieri. Well, I'll tell you what. For the way this Newport save is going, I thought for a minute we were in second, but we're not. We're actually in 12th, and we got 17 points from 11 games. I'd have bitten your hand off if you told me we were going to finish in 12th. So the way it's going at the moment, I'd say we're doing really well. And it's not because we are a good team. We are a hopeless team. Okay. Because I really don't want to win this. I mean, of course you want to win it, but... it won't hurt me, if you like, if we go out. I'm not sure about Antwi. What's this? Qualifying players. What's a qualifying player when it's at home? I'm not sure he's like rotated this team beyond anything. But, okay, I'm going to go with him because he knows about rotation. I don't. Completed the report. Well, we know they're going to play a tiki-taka. And that's hard to deal with. Liam Shepherd should really be captain, not changing it mid-season. And Jed Garner. Well, if you need to do that. Not me. Recruitment, not bothered yet. And the tactical meeting, what's he going to say? Defensive mentality. It's a bit too... That's probably right. He should drop to a low block. Probably right as well. Down the left side. I don't agree. Unless he's saying down there. Is he saying down their left side or our left side? Because really, we should be focusing down our right side if we're going to focus down any side at all. Yeah, I'm not buying this. Higher tempo. I did think about a higher tempo, so he's probably right on that. Shoot on sight, not a chance. So I will up the tempo. Higher tempo might be better. And balanced standard passing might be better as well. And certainly not work the ball into the box, but I don't want to. Yeah, maybe hit early crosses, because we are playing quite wide. We're not familiar with the tactic yet, but we're getting there, and the results are much better than I expected. Expect the team to try to be competitive. Okay, we'll do our best. Oh, we don't want to do recruitment. I think we extend. Well, we just can't do that, so we could probably lose 3 million. There's no way we can afford that. See, now we've lost him. He should never do this. I'm not going to do it with him now. So now the team's going to get worse after Christmas. He's not very good anyway. For a 4.5-star player, he's been absolute rubbish. I haven't seen him do one assist. Like, he's been absolute rubbish. I think low block or mid block. Let's go just to be on the safe side. To begin with, let's go low block. I think that's probably better. I don't think we've got a very good team against Cardiff. And I think we're going out here. But it doesn't matter. I just don't want to be in this competition. We have far better, bigger things to think about than... Did you set up with a 4-2-3-1 with players in the DM role or central midfield? I think... Oh, is he still in the shadow striker role? Because I don't want him in that role. Yes, I do, actually. Yeah, the reason why I've set up like that... we'll come back to that in a minute. There is a reason why I've done that, Javelin. And I've got two big boys. Both of them are big players. They're very tall, and so I could have gone into a 4-2-4. That would have suited Newport, but we are more defensive. We are focused on defense. So all I'm doing is trying, if you notice, I've got hit early crosses. I'm just trying to get the ball into the box, and then I've got these two big boys the shadow striker and who's a little deeper, and the centre forward, and that's the idea of it. To be fair, we're not doing too bad. So the pressure's all on them. What have we got to lose? Although we have beaten League One teams twice in this. Is this the same competition? No, we've drawn twice against League One teams, haven't we? So we haven't done too bad. And there'll be a ton of these. No, only 3. We shall see. I can't see us getting this one. I'll be very surprised. Unless Cardiff have put out like their under-16s. We can't keep beating these League One teams or drawing with them. We beat Exeter, didn't we? And then we drew with the other League One team. So if you're wondering, for the EFL Cup, Arsenal and Crystal Palace are drawing. All right, I actually do have the BBC page open and I haven't looked at it. But it looks like it's going... Do they play extra time or is it going to be just straight penalties? Arsenal fans are saying that Arsenal have been pathetic. Crystal Palace have deserved to win. I don't know. Have you been watching it? Are we behind already? I'm not even sure how that happened. I think we might get spanked here. Yeah, I think we're probably going to get spanked. But what I do know, there was a lot of problems going on there. We need to come off the press. I do know that for sure. I'm not sure the low block was the right thing to do. But it does enable us to get bodies behind, but they're just better than us. Sometimes you've just got to accept that teams are better than you, and this team is... Everybody's better than this team. We're not out of it yet, of course. And that's a nice pass. Go on. Get in, son. We're definitely not out of it yet. Straight to penalties. And they're like 9 minutes of added time at the moment, aren't they? Lloydie, well done, son. That was a nice pass. He's better than Braybrook. Almost an Arsenal winner in the 100th minute. Declan Rice corner cleared off the line. Yeah, somebody's actually pointing out on the BBC website, why hasn't Arteta brought on Gyökeres? Because penalties are looming, and he hasn't thought about that. He's not brought on Gyökeres as a penalty taker. Interesting. Because if he did, he could, like, the Arsenal have got some good penalty takers in their squad. Cool, blimey, nobody went with him. Just to let him have a free header. This is FM just showing me we are nowhere near as good as this team. I am going to do something I shouldn't do. I'm going to lower the tempo. I just want it to be less frantic. Well done. Well done, Sam. That's nice. That was nice football. That's better, boys. Cardiff, Newport. What a game. South Wales derby. Isn't it full time yet in the Arsenal game? I wish it was full time in this one. And the BBC website seems to have stopped. Come on, boys. Let's get another goal. Let's put the wind up Cardiff. We are putting them under pressure for a moment here. And we are the away team as well. Go on, Glennon. Put it on his head. Go on. It's not a bad corner. Full-time penalties to be taken. Oh boy, what a chance. Who was that? Baker Richardson. A better striker and we would be 2-1 up now. I think it was him who missed that absolute sitter in the last game. Better striker, we'd be ahead. Remember that fuss I had trying to get a striker in? Too easy. But it was just not going to happen for us. We could not bring that striker in. Makta, what his name was, wasn't it? Good clinical striker. But it was just not going to happen for us. I can't put this line any deeper. I can go defensive, but I don't want to now. I'm actually tempted to put the line, to drop the line a bit deeper. Because they're just going to walk all over us. They could get down the flanks, they can go through the middle. And we just don't have the pace to deal with them. So don't use a much lower line very often. We find that we're going to be sat on our 6-yard box a lot. But I'd rather be sat there than giving them space on the edges of the box. So sit. What, he back-heeled that? That was one hell of a back-heel by my goalkeeper. What happened there? Did you see that back heel from my goalkeeper? It went about 60 yards. Well, he's got a bit of flair, that goalkeeper. I'll give him that. Oh, my dear Lord. They're all at it now. They're all trying to just punt balls forward on the volley from the centre back. Go on, son. Get in. Oh, he's another miss. Oh, boy. Although it was deflected, was it? We're not out of this yet. Go on, have a shot. Go on. It's a little daisy cutter. The goalkeeper gets behind that easy. So Arsenal. Other news, I was never expecting you to Semenyo. He was likely to go to Chelsea, Man City, not Man U. I mean, I don't know where he's going. Do you know where he's going? He's going to City, I believe, isn't he? Or has he decided now he's going to United? Somebody just told me earlier he was going to City. Yeah, I'd say you're doing well. You're not out of this. You're not out of this, boys. But I prefer not to win, but I prefer not to lose by a lot, if you know what I mean. We've given away a penalty, have we? Yeah. Now we're done. Most likely Man City. Well, we certainly knew he wasn't going to stay at Bournemouth. So, I guess... The problem is, do we need to have an out-and-out winger like Semenyo? That is not, well, the kind of player we need. The player we need is a midfielder. So there's no good buying all these number 10s. And United seem to think that if a number 10 becomes available, they've got to buy him. And we've got to have like about 10 number 10s just to stop other clubs having a number 10. And we've just overrun with number 10s, and I don't think we need another one. So, we need a really good midfielder. That's what we should be scouring the globe for. An absolutely stunning midfielder. Now we're in trouble. Good block. That's like we've got to pack bodies on the edge of that 6-yard line, which is what we're doing. Fair play. But that isn't actually helping us, is it? So I'm going to go into a mid-block. Just try and get up the pitch a little bit. But keep the lower defensive line. So penalties I'm getting is now 2-1 to Arsenal. Declan Rice has just scored. I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, let's face it, United aren't doing that bad. Like in 6th or 7th, they're not actually doing that bad. So I think it would be madness to just change the manager at this point, James. If they were sitting in 15th or 14th, I'd actually think you probably got an argument there, but they're in 6th, I think. So they're not far off Europe places. They're missing so many players. And who knows what position we could get to when these players come back. So sacking the manager, let's wait until the end of the season, see what happens. If we're in Europe, keep him. And he has shown signs of changing, of adapting his tactic. He went to a 4 at the back briefly in one game. And in the last game, he was really cute, putting 3 players in midfield. I thought that was really clever. I can't remember who that was against, but it totally stifled them. And they didn't really know how to cope with that. So he is starting to adapt tactically now. And he might have just been waiting until all the players knew exactly what they were supposed to be doing. So, in all fairness, Camwa's form is dreadful at the moment. 6.2 again. And Baker Richardson is tired as well. So Garner can come on there. Camwa has just been terrible. And Woodward can come on the left-hand side. The others are okay for now. Because I've been reading something suggesting that the group is not happy. I don't know, James, if I'm picking that up. I'm not sure I'm picking that up at all. And I think football is all about morale, as you know from playing FM, James. Football's all about morale. And the morale must be quite good at the moment in terms of how the team is performing. Even against Villa, I thought they were really unlucky against Villa. For me, they were the better team. And I just thought they were very unlucky. If it wasn't for Morgan Rogers, United would have won that game. But I'm just watching the penalties coming through on BBC in the League Cup match. 4-3 to Arsenal, what I'm seeing at the moment. So, no, I wouldn't read anything into what you're hearing. There's lots of disgruntled Man United fans out there who will never be happy with any manager. And a manager's only really as good as the players that he has. Because even Pep is struggling a little bit at the moment while he gets his players into shape playing the way he wants. You've seen how Slot is really struggling. A manager is only as good as the players that you've got. And there's too much of... Are we going to get a red card for that? There's too much of this, we've lost 3 games, so let's sack the manager going on. It just gets a little bit bizarre at times. All right, time to get some of these Herberts off the pitch. I mean, it is an extremely rotated team. Antwi. Let's give Watts a game. Oh no, we can't give him a game. He doesn't even register. Let's give Whitmore a game. He's not registering either. Ah, well, let's just do that. At least we are out. Arsenal 5-4. 5-5. This could be a long night. They're both good penalty-taking teams, actually, aren't they? Good save with his feet. I'm going to go defensive because I don't want to lose this by 6. So now we come to the Arsenal Palace players who didn't want to take a penalty. I wouldn't read too much into it, James. I don't think United are thinking about changing the manager. There may be 1 or 2 unhappy players, but I can't see it at the moment. And morale must be quite good. If they're in 6, everybody'd written them off. So morale, I guess, is probably better than people are thinking. We haven't actually been hammered. They've just been more clinical than we have. Sometimes happens. But as I said, I'm not too unhappy about going out of this Mickey Mouse competition. I've got the league to worry about. 6-6 now. Calafiori scored and then Wharton scored. Yeah, Isak looks like he's got a bad injury, in all fairness. And then Fernandez injury is probably going to be quite bad. He never gets injured, so if he's got himself a muscle tear, that is probably going to be quite bad. And there's one or two other injuries that are quite bad as well, so disrupting my FPL team. I think we're going to lose this. Let's pop it into key. We're not getting back into this now. We're definitely not getting back into this. Not playing in defensive way. We might score one goal, but we're not going to get back into it. Have we got getting stuck in on? No, we're just giving away a lot of fouls. Now it's 7-7 in the penalty shootout. Oh, go on, son. Not from there. Saliba scores 8-7. Somebody is going to miss soon. Who's it going to be? Crystal Palace or Arsenal? Who's going to miss? I fancy it'll be Palace who miss. Arsenal players are a bit more... Oh, Arsenal have missed. Palace have missed. I was right. So Arsenal have beaten them 8-7. Or do Arsenal have to take one more? Oh, no, Arsenal have won. Arsenal-Chelsea semi-final. That'll be interesting. Yeah, that's why I want to get out of this cup competition as fast as possible. It's just like I've got enough to focus on with my league stuff, so it's not a competition we can ever dream of winning, so let's get out of it. I'm that kind of manager. Getting to the quarterfinals doesn't bother me in the slightest. You still haven't won it. And you might as well be out of it. Although, when I'm playing the games, of course you want to win. But sometimes you feel better once you're out. And there's no shame in going out to this Cardiff team. Absolutely no shame at all. It's only been 3-1. So it's not like we've been hammered. And this episode has been like all the other episodes. Like we've won one, drawn one, and lost one. That's how these episodes seem to go. And that's fine, because the one we've lost has just been the cup. And it's the league that's important. We've done well in the league. I'm not going to say you did yourself proud. You did yourself justice, even though the outcome... No. Oh, some of these are hard. Well, let's just say we got away with that one, I think. Did yourself proud. They're only in League One, so I don't know why we were scared of them. So what does that mean in terms? I think that means we're out of that competition, doesn't it? I have absolutely no idea. We're bottom of the league. Huh? Southern section then. Oh my God, there's like millions of groups, is there? Yeah, so we're bottom of the league. Cardiff have won it by a street. So I guess we're out. I guess. I don't know. Oh no, there's one more game to go. We got to play Arsenal under 21s. So there's one more game to go. When's that? Coming up. So, okay, we're not out of it yet. And with that, I mean, I still say that's a successful episode. We beat Chesterfield. We drew with Swindon. Those are two hard games in the league. And we are in 12th in the league. 17 points from 11 games. I'd have taken that if you'd given it to me. I'm very happy with our league form. And long may it continue. And let's get out of that awful cup. So I'm going to call it a day there. And thank you for coming along, for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it, and I do enjoy chatting to you guys. It's why I do the live streams, because I like chatting to you as we go along. Yeah, I saw that, James. 7-6. Lacroix missed the penalty, didn't he? You guys are way behind me in terms of the stream itself. So the internet connection hasn't been all that great, because I can still see it playing on my screen, the game playing. So I'm not quite sure you guys, unless it's just me, unless I'm just miles behind. Who knows? So thanks for coming, guys, and I will be streaming at some point, sometime during Christmas Day. Do you know there are 1.5 million people who have Christmas alone in this country? So maybe some of them are football fans. So I'm going to stream at some point during Christmas Day. And maybe some of you won't be too busy, and I'll see you then. But if not, we'll be back Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday will be the next one. What day is it today? Christmas Day is Thursday, isn't it? So Sunday will be the next one after that. So thank you, guys. If I don't see you, have a really good Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, and a very Happy New Year. I hope you have as good a New Year as I am going to have. I know mine's going to be good. So thanks for coming. Take care, be safe, and see you in the next one.